All right, guys, what's up? It is your friend Keith. We are live in the control room at Essex Recording Studios, just outside London in England, and I've got another Megadeth Dave Mustaine owned guitar for you. Click like, click subscribe, come join our circle of friends. There's over 6,000 of us. You're going to see the craziest guitars I get from all around the world. Great stories, great guitars. That's what we're all about, everybody. So, what do we have here? What's the background on this? Plenty of you will already know what the story is, but for those who don't, let's catch them up to speed. Back in November 2019, I bought Dave Mustaine's entire Reverb guitar collection. It was widely publicized that he was putting this collection up for sale, and it became widely publicized that I bought it all. In part because I made a video telling everybody I did. I thought, nobody ever comes forward and says like, oh, I bought the crazy guitar that went for big money at the auction at Christie's or whatever. Like you never find out who actually gets the rare thing that goes for sale at auctions. Very rare for someone to actually come forward and name themselves. And then even rarer for someone to go buy all of it and then come forward and say, hey, I bought all of it. I knew it was going to open me up to a lot of criticism, but I thought it was important that people knew, and that they knew that they would have an opportunity to come play and see and touch these guitars if they wanted to. And to also let people know that, like, hey, this is possible to achieve I'm just a regular guy. There's nothing special about me. I didn't win the lottery. I didn't inherit any money from, a rich relative that allowed me to do this. This was just, all off my own back. I was in the military for a number of years, and then I started a business, and then I started another business, and that's it. Nothing too special. So I wanted people to know that aspect of the story too, that no, it wasn't some crazy banker out in Russia that went and bought all of these and it's going to go sit in a vault. Just me, just your buddy Keith. So back to the story. Rolling Stone magazine saw the video. Everybody saw my video, and it created a lot of controversy and a lot of buzz, a lot of hype. Every guitar forum around the world was going nuts about this. Reddit was going nuts about this. Metal Talks, Metal Injection, every hard rock and metal magazine blog you can think of did an article about me buying this. There were videos on YouTube that got over 100,000 views of people just talking about me buying these guitars. You can see the video of the double neck on the channel. That was the first one I did. Now I'm doing the second one. We're also going to have video of when I met Dave at Wembley Arena, and he hand signed every single one of these guitars from his collection. So that goes back to Rolling Stone magazine jumping in, and they talked to Dave directly about me buying this. They said, hey, this guy Keith with this recording studio out in England bought all your guitars. How do you feel about that? And he said, I feel great. If I meet the guy, I'm happy to sign all these guitars. So I took him up on the offer. Hell yeah, you bet. I reached out to their management, Megadeth management, and we made it happen. Coincidentally, Megadeth was coming to London just a few months later, January 31st, 2020, Wembley Arena, with Five Finger Death Punch and Bad Wolves. So I said, that's right down the road from us. We got to be able to make this happen. If ever there was a chance to make it happen, this would be it. And I contacted everyone. We coordinated everything. I got every single one of these guitars down there. I had a portrait made for Dave from a phenomenally talented artist, Mark Sefton. Got to check him out on Instagram. And Dave loved the portrait. It was super cool. It was like half his face and half Vic's face here. And yeah, I mean, he came in and just went to town signing all these guitars and telling us all the backstory to tons of cool stuff I always wanted to know. Like, I asked about him buying or trying to buy Jackson guitars. I asked about his time at ESP and moving to Dean. And that was really, really interesting because he's been at Dean for so long. I was like, what prompted that? And, there it had nothing to do with Metallica. So a lot of people are like, oh, he just didn't like being with the same company that Metallica had. Absolutely not. Had nothing to do with that. Dean just treated him a lot better. Had nothing to do with, not getting paid enough or anything like that. But ESP, I mean, I've had my own issues with them guys, and I'm going to do a video about it because not really cool at all what they did to me and what they've done to some other people. And from what Dave said, not cool at all what they did to him. And their behavior is what made him jump ship to Dean immediately. Pretty wild stuff. I'll tell you what, man, for a toured guitar, this thing is super clean. I mean, it still has the plastic on the back, but, they've got a huge arsenal of guitars they bring with them on tour, and they like to mix it up on stage too. They give a lot of variety to the fans. So I think, when you're at this level and you've got like several assistants and guitar techs and stage hands all coordinating your every move, that, hey, you jump on stage, you play it, you hand it off, and it goes straight in the case. And I've seen that with bands that have big entourages of stage support. Like, surprisingly, their guitars that you think would get trashed are in amazing condition coming off tour. I'm trying to think of the last one we had. Oh man, who did we have in the studio? And the guy was like, yeah, I mean, the case was right next to the stage for the guitars I brought, and as soon as I was done, I just put it right back in the case, and that was that. So yeah, really cool to see that these aren't all battered and beat up. Like, this is functional art, guys. I love the Dystopia artwork. Let's go back to it and talk about that. So the back we saw is all painted black, but here you've got Vic with a samurai sword. You've got, mechanical parts of his arm penetrating through the clothing. The detail on this painting is amazing. Totally beautiful. Looks like he's got an old school 6-shooter there. And he's got like a futuristic cyborg head of the Statue of Liberty in his hand. This thing is just nuts. You've got these kind of drone robots flying around this dystopian bombed out city. Massive bridge that's blown apart in the background. There's so much going on. I mean, this is like having a masterpiece painting on your wall, some crazy modern art, but it's also just happens to be a USA custom shop guitar that was built for and owned by one of the biggest individuals in all of heavy metal and hard rock. I mean, Dave Mustaine is rock royalty. Platinum selling artist, Grammy Award winner. You hear nominees a lot in metal. You don't hear a lot of winners. Grammy Award winner. His music is on major Hollywood movies. Let me show you this case as I chat. Major Hollywood movies. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Last Action Hero. They're on it, guys. Major video games. Guitar Hero, obviously. The biggest guitar video game of all time. And Grand Theft Auto. They're in the soundtrack there. It's nuts. Let's see what stickers we've got. We've got Australia. Okay. We've got Turkish Airlines, Turkey. What's this? RossiCargoGroup.com. Doesn't say there. Istanbul destination. Wow. Turkish airline. There's the Zero Dystopia Guitar 14. That's what I'm talking about. So they've got their long sets. These guitars just come out and go right back in. We've got, looks like, Russia here, or Russian. I mean, it's the different characters. I don't know if that's Ukraine or where that is, but you've got those Russian characters. Maybe somebody watching can read that and let us know. Any idea, guys? Comment in the comments. Looks like that says like domestic or something. Let's flip this over. And you can see, ooh, the handle on this one's gone. So give me 1 second. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, but I'm going to do my best. Close this up, flip it up. Los Angeles. Wow, cool. All right, guys, I got to get going. These videos start cutting off after about 11 minutes. So follow us on our socials at Essex Recording Studios for Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. And if you want to buy this guitar, it is for sale on reverb.com and on our website, essexrecordingstudios.com. Thanks for checking out the video. Hope you loved it. I'll see you all soon. And more videos coming up. We got loads of these Megadeth guitars.